make decisions that's based on what's best for the team and the store overall. And I always tell people, if you do that, the money will follow.
How to sell more cars.
Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of the 5-Minute Sales Meeting, brought to you by Dealer Marketing Magazine and the How to Sell More Cars podcast. Today's guest, Charles Cannon, is the author of Rules to the Game, My Life in the Car Business, and he's the general manager of Lexus of Serramonte. Now, most folks I know get into the sales game because it's a way to make good money fast, today. But what you do to earn today's business is not the same thing you need to do to earn tomorrow's business. And Charles has advice for those who want to be in the business long term.
So for a lot of people in our business, once they find something that's successful and works for them, they stick with it. And sometimes that can be good, but overall what happens is business evolves. And what worked today won't necessarily work tomorrow and vice versa. So you just have to constantly be alert on what trends are happening. Read stuff in your industry, see what's going on out there. Don't be afraid to experiment with certain things. That's been another reset, because for salespeople, you're usually in today's business, and it's a business of instant gratification. And you're having to change the mindset of, okay, I need to look down the line. And that's one of the things you notice the high achievers in our industry do. They think long, medium, and short term. And the average person, the average salesperson, or the ones below average, they just think short term. They don't think about building a relationship. So by you ordering a car, it almost forces you to build a relationship, because let's say the customer ordered a car from you 3 or 6 months ago, if you wait until the car gets there, they may have forgot about you, they may have ordered somewhere else. It forces you to follow up and build a relationship and build that anticipation for the guests and say, hey, here's what's going on. And then knowing that it's not just your dealership, it's not just your brand, it's everywhere. Working on changing the mentality of our team and think of, building a business within a business. I know that sounds cliche, but that's really what it is. If you look at it that way and look, how can you generate your own business and not rely on dealership traffic? That's where the people that are long-term successful make great money, because it's not instant gratification. They'll dip their toes into it, then they'll forget about it because, I'm selling the customer in front of me. And the problem is that eventually your business goes like this, because you're relying on dealership traffic. And I preach all the time that, you have to think of it long-term. You have to build relationships. You have to figure out what can you do that fits your personality to get customers in the door that come and ask for you repeatedly. And, I always tell people, just, use the technology we have. Like, we have software to where, when a customer comes into our service drive and they bought a car from you in the past, if for example, they're golf fanatics and they come into service, you go buy some golf balls that's branded with your car, with your brand on there, just put it on the dash, say, hey, I thought about you, boom, here you go. And, that stuff like that goes a long way. Following people on social media, obviously you need permission to do that, but when you follow them on social media and you build relationships that way, that's a quick, easy way to follow with somebody. You see when somebody had a baby, when they got a new job, different things like that, you can tell them congratulations. And they go, oh yeah, this is my salesperson that, reached out to me and genuinely cares about me and my family and what's going on. Just different things they can do to follow with their guests. And I always tell them, you have to think long-term strategy. What is best for the guests? What is best so you can build a relationship with them? So then they want to voluntarily refer their friends and family to you. Oh, I know this person down the street. They take care of me all the time on cars. And, and I tell them, ironically, the people that, don't mind paying more money for a vehicle because they're paying for your experience, not necessarily just a car. And when you have that point, that's when you make crazy amounts of money in this business. And I tell people that all the time, and I preach it. And again, it's hard because, again, a lot of people's mentality is just so short term. And, a lot of them, frankly, are like, I don't know if this is going to be my career. This is just my job. And so that's a totally different mindset as well. So they have to be dedicated that this is their career. This is what they see doing 5 or 10 years down the line. Because if they think like that, then they know that I have to build a book of business so I have repeat sustainable work. I don't have to work 60, 70 hours a week. I can work 30, 40 hours and get the same amount of results, if not better.
That's it, boys and girls. Another episode of the 5-Minute Sales Meeting, brought to you by Dealer Marketing Magazine and the How to Sell More Cars podcast. Thanks to Charles Cannon for the great advice. And here's what I want you to do. I want you to take one step today to build your long-term future. Someone you talk to on the car lot today, I want you to send a friend request to them on Facebook. Go make some dreams come true.